What up, guys? All right, welcome back to the Turo Hustle. Today, I'm going to be breaking down exactly how much I made on Turo in 2025, month by month, with real screenshots and real numbers. This year, after Turo took their cut, we earned over $90,000. And I want to show you where that money actually came from, which months were massive and which months were terrible, and what I'm changing for 2026 to make even more. And just so you know, all of these numbers came from a 7-car fleet. So this is a realistic look into what a small fleet can actually produce in a seasonal market. So let's jump into January. In January, we kicked off the year surprisingly strong. January was at $6,754. Right, winter can be hit or miss in my market, but January usually brings in steady travel. You got skiing, winter tourism, family visits. It's not a blowout month, but it's a dependable one. February stayed right about the same zone, $7,211. Consistent demand, nothing crazy, nothing slow. These early months help cover insurance, maintenance, and expenses before the real season begins. So March is where things really start to warm up and shift, right? We hit 7,778, and this is usually the first momentum month, of the year where weather improves, more people travel, and you can really feel the entire market starting to wake up. And it all depends on what type of spring you're having in our area. All right, after March comes April. And in April happens, right? April is always one of the worst months. We dropped to, $2,985. Spring breaks over. Tourism is dead. Weather is bad. It's weird. April is just a historically slow, no matter what. All right, they say April showers bring May flowers. Well, that's partly true, right? Because May started climbing again with 4,724. This is when you feel the year warming up, early travel, graduations, nicer weather. Nothing crazy yet, but definitely better than April. Now, June is where Turo truly begins for us, right? We made $15,855 in June. All right, it's usually the start of the big wave. Tourism explodes, families roll through, you got road trips to start, right? And in our market, everything changes overnight. And then July comes and blows everything out of the water. We made $16,617, our biggest month of the entire year, right? Cars are gone nonstop. There's no downtime, maximum pricing. July is hands down, the peak month in the seasonal market like Montana. Hey, real quick, if you're running Turo or thinking about starting, check out the links in the description. I put together a list of the best products that we use every single day, right? Cleaners, key boxes, chargers, safety gear, everything that saves us time and money and just makes hosting so much easier. So if you want to streamline your operation and avoid a lot of the mistakes made starting out, those links below will help you out big time. Okay, August stayed extremely strong at 12,347. Demand was insane all month long, and honestly, looking back, I could have charged way more. All right, and that's for the entire summer. But a lot of our trips were already booked early in the year at cheaper rates, and that's a mistake I will not be repeating next season. All right, and again, September surprised us, right? We stayed at $14,079. Way stronger than most people expect, right? September is warm, less crowded, and a great month to travel. And again, a lot of guests book early, so we couldn't adjust prices later, which is something I'm definitely changing for next year, like we just mentioned. Then October hits, and this is where the slowdown truly begins. We made $1,871, which is normal for fall, right? Weather cools off, tourism drops, and the big season is officially over. Okay, in November, we made $530, And just to be clear, we did not shut our fleet down in November. These bookings were real. It's just naturally a dead month in our market. November through February are basically, the off season, right? You still got skiing here and there, but November is really where you start to see the hit coming. So in December, we actually did make intentional changes, right? We made $368, but this was the first month where we actually started pulling our cars offline on purpose. This is our first year of testing out a winter shutdown, right? And next year, we're shutting all of our cars off October 1st. All right, this year we already had bookings, to honor, so we're kind of in that weird spot. December ended up, just being that transition month for us. So in total, we earned $90,754 in 2025 on Turo, right? And this number is after Turo has taken its cut. So depending on which protection plan you are using, right, the gross revenue for us would actually be 10% higher because we're on the 90-10 plan. So what did we learn? Here are the biggest 3 lessons that I learned this year for Turo, right? Number 1, in a seasonal market, almost all of your money is made from March through September, right? Winter can be optional. You got good skiing, right? It depends on how you want to run your Turo business, right? But honestly, for us, it's just not worth the wear, the salt damage, batteries dying, and slow bookings, right? So number 2, pricing can make or break you. And I left a ton of money on the table in 2025, right? A lot of our summer trips were already booked before I raised prices. I did not pay attention, right? Which locked in a cheaper rate and cost us thousands of dollars. Going into 2026, I'm checking prices and I'm changing them already way more often and adjusting early so we can capture the real market demand. And number 3, running a clean, reliable, consistent fleet matters more than having a huge fleet, right? 7 solid cars still produced over $90,000 for us, and those were way underpriced, which, most people don't realize is possible. So our strategy for going into 2026 is a very simple one. We're going to run March through September only, and we're shutting down the fleet October 1st. Those 7 months produce an overwhelming majority of our revenue, and avoiding winter saves us thousands, saves a lot of wear and tear on our vehicle. And this is the first year, coming in 26 that we're going to commit fully to a seasonal only approach. And long term, it's going to make the fleet way more profitable, especially if you are buying these cars cash. So some final thoughts, right? So that's the full breakdown on how we made over $90,000 on Turo this year with 7 cars. Some months were amazing and some months were just terrible. But that's exactly what running Turo in a seasonal market looks like. All right. If you want more honest breakdowns like this, make sure, please, to subscribe, drop your city in the comments, and let's talk about whether you're in a strong market, a medium market, or maybe even a weak Turo market, right? So, hey, thanks a bunch for you guys staying here and listening to this whole video, and we really appreciate you guys. Please subscribe, comment, like, and get notified, and we'll see you guys on the next video.